But we can't go and free Palestine now. We can't just gather an army. We can't really, this is a David Goliath situation, and we're not David. We're waiting for David. And so we're supporting David in what we can in the day to day. And that includes being able to concern ourselves with what we have power and agency to control, which is ourselves, our hearts, healing ourselves, healing our minds, taking care of our families, and educating people in the capacity that we can, and spending time every day and sending dua and gathering together and remembering the plight of our brothers and sisters. That is beautiful concern. And that is taking care of what you can take care of. And that's something that, for the lay people like us, that is what Allah wants us to do. And I'm naming this specifically because I get a lot of messages. I know many of my colleagues probably do as well, from people who say, I am in despair because I feel like I can't do anything. I feel like I'm just living this alternate life of convenience and safety and pleasure. And I'm concerned about, what kind of food I should have today. And I don't want meat. I want the chicken. And, it's like, and these people are just totally famished. And, I saw a video a few days ago. I'm sure maybe you've seen it too. And this guy was interviewing people, asking them, what will be the first thing that you do after the war is over? And you know what 8, I think, of the 10 people said? They said the same thing. They said sleep. Just sleep. I'd love to just have, because they're in terror. And these people, these monsters, are bombing them and triggering their sirens and whatnot in the middle of the night, which is a torture method. Method of torture. But so people know, you hear this stuff, it's like, how am I supposed to sleep knowing they can't sleep? Sleep and intend the nourishment of your body. I swear, I'm not being woo-woo here. Sleep on their behalf and intend it for them. Ya Allah, give them the rest and the sakina through my sleeping. It's easy for Allah. It's easy. It's part of dua. It's part of taking care of yourself and what is and what's needed for the sake of the people that can't. They don't have access to those means that we do. We don't forego our means. We take care of them. And there's a responsibility there. There's an invitation. And we feel much more connected that way too. That, my food is for them. My sleeping is for them. My loving my children is for them. My prayer is for them. My qira'ah of Quran is for them. Like my whole day, I'm linked with them at the heart level, and I'm asking Allah to benefit them and nourish them and provide them safety. That's a deep type of allyhood. That's spiritual. See, no one can cut that off. Nobody can cut that off. And Allah can make that more nourishing for the people than actual food. Wallahi. It's like the people of the Mahdi, who comes at the end of time as a savior figure for the Muslims who are in really dire straits. It's going to get worse. Ya Allah Ta'ala for afiyah and tawfiq. And they say that when he comes, the plight of the believers is so difficult that, the hadith goes, قُوتُهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ ذِكْرُ اللَّهِ. Their provision in that time is the dhikr of Allah. That's how they're nourishing themselves. Because maybe they're in some sort of economic constraint, some sort of famine or some sort of embargo or something, whatever the condition is. And they have nothing. And the dhikr of Allah Ta'ala nourishes them, keeps them alive. Yes. And so, inshallah Ta'ala, these are invitations for all of us to reflect and to feel that we can connect in so many different ways. We can connect in our day-to-day. Wallahi. And we ask Allah Ta'ala to benefit them with every breath, with every moment of grace, with every fadl that Allah Ta'ala gives us, we don't use the blessing that Allah gives us to beat ourselves down. We use the blessing and we channel it for good. That's what the believer is. It's like you're an alchemist. You take lead, you make it gold. You take gold, you make it even more gold. You spread the gold. You share the gold. We're not supposed to forego the gold.